so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Absolutely nowhere to go. Defense makes a third down stop. And the Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it. Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Toss to the outside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. Makes the quick grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know.
Oh, a lot of space. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. No huddle, offense to the line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not a stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air, it's Braxton. Got a man, it's Davis. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Golden Eagles are on the move.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want...
And the quarterback will be slung down. The 43. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside there. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That is slipped out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Braxton. That's caught. It's Davis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. Going right to work up top. Looking down the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Wide open spaces. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Memphis.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Chapman. And the explosive play. On the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Takes the handoff. It's Pittman. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. A lot of urgency for this offense. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Heath. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looking to pass. It's Braxton. Turns it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now, he's been their biggest playmaker.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. It's a seam wide open. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, running back gets the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Good timing on the quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to do it on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Going to try to get it himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff to the lone back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Tries to get it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Looking to the big tight end, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Trying play action. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback making checks. Lewis wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out ahead with a W.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at... Team. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No, no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit.
It's a running room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Braxton. Got a man, it's Davis. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Chapman. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, going to the air. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's Davis. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. And they'll take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team.